They can't beat him in the ballot.
President Trump lost to Joe Biden by 74 electoral college votes.
They can't do it through votes.
Trump also lost to Biden by more than 7 million popular votes.
So they're going to lie, they're going to steal, now they're stealing.
State and federal judges dismissed more than 60 election-related lawsuits.
And they're going to try and put him in jail. And that's my job, to stop that part.
I know. I'm sick of seeing her too. The only person I think who isn't sick of seeing her is Melania, because she gets to avoid going anywhere with Trump, seeing as his "hey, pick me" lawyer will jump in the frame.
Everything is at stake. It's not just about what I see in the courts. And I said this outside the courtroom. President Trump has me. I'm outside screaming in a mic with a camera in my face. But what's going to happen when it's you? You don't have me.
But I did have to weigh in here, as her most recent incoherent rant ventured into one of my personal favourite topics: Trump supporters and God.
I put a hedge of protection around him. I secure his purpose. I secure his destiny. I secure his life, God. And I thank you that he will walk in a holy boldness and a wisdom, God, and that you will go before him. You will be his rear guard, and you will go in front of him this day and every day, God.
You know how they believe that a thrice married quad-dieted pussy grabber found liable of sexual assault who can't quote a single Bible passage is somehow God's choice for president.
I'm wondering what one or two of your most favored Bible verses are, and why.
I wouldn't want to get into it, because to me that's very personal. You know, when I talk about the Bible, it's very personal.
Even to cite a verse that you like?
No, I don't want to do that.
You're an Old Testament guy or a New Testament guy?
Probably equal.
Habba took to the stage at the Reawaken America event and uttered the words with a straight face. God sent her down to earth to be a god-awful lawyer for a man who once mocked a disabled reporter in front of the world, just as Jesus intended, right?
But he came and said, I have a lot of litigation, and we talked about things that I can't talk about. But it was the best moment of my life. When I met with him, and later I had to interview with Eric Trump, you'll be hearing from him after. And I thought, and I'm a religious person,
knock the crap out of him. I'd like to punch him in the face.
This is God's plan for me.
It's like a magnet. You just, I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Well, historically, that's true with stars.
It's true with stars that they can grab women by the...
Well, that's if you look over the last million years, I guess that's been largely true. Not always, but largely true.
I am. And I can tell you, God put me in this place to help President Trump and the Trump family navigate this disgusting lawfare that is happening in our country right now.
I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Maybe that's what I said.
They can't beat him in the ballot. They can't do it through votes. So they're going to lie. They're going to steal. Now they're stealing, and they're going to try and put him in jail. And that's my job, to stop that part.
Time and time again, when she's not looking for the nearest camera lens, she's making sweeping omissions about her own incompetence, whether it be forgetting to tick a box.
It also seems that he doesn't, and this has happened to him before, have a top-notch legal team with him. He has the one lawyer who he had to pay in advance because he stiffs everybody. And then he has Alina Habba, who gives a great cable news hit, and she's been on Jesse's show a bunch of times. But it seemed that she forgot, or just, I don't know what happened, to check the box.
Losing case after case.
You have a right to hire a lawyer who can stand up and say something when they see something wrong. But I was told to sit down today. Signed to a Clinton-appointed judge. And what do you think happened? Nobody's heard of the case, right? It's because it's gone. I never met the judge. I never walked into the courtroom. There were probably 50 lawyers representing all of the radical left. Clinton's lawyers, Mook's lawyers, and the list goes on and on and on. 1 month. It got dismissed, and me and President Trump got sanctioned $1 million for going against crooked Hillary. You didn't know that, did you? Fake news, folks. Fake news. They won't report it. But guess what? We paid that $1 million, and we're going to keep on fighting.
Or as she gears up for a second career as a Fox News contributor, motivational fear-mongering, citing the good old-fashioned, if they can do this to a billionaire who has gold-coated toilets in his penthouse suite, imagine what they could do to you, if you tried to overthrow the government, of course.
And I said this outside the courtroom. President Trump has me. I'm outside screaming in a mic with a camera in my face. But what's going to happen when it's you? And you've got some corrupt judge that looks at how you voted and you're supposed to be afraid? No. They got the wrong team. That is not us.
But at the end of the day, is anyone surprised that this is who Trump has representing him? Nor should you be surprised when the inevitable happens and she suffers the same fate as the long list of Trump employees who rode the coattails when everything was sweet until the ketchup spilled and then it was like it never happened.
In 2016, you said that. I'm going to surround myself with only the best and most serious people.
Well, I did do that.
This
and we
time,
had tremendous, look, we had the best economy we've ever had. The world has ever seen.
Your Vice President, Mike Pence, is running against you.
Yeah.
Your Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, she's running against you. Your former Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, said he's not supporting you. You mentioned National Security Advisor John Bolton. He's not supporting you either. You mentioned Attorney General Bill Barr, says you shouldn't be president again. Calls you the consummate narcissist and troubled man. You recently called Barr a gutless pig. Your second defense secretary is not supporting you, called you irresponsible. This week, you and your White House called your White House Chief of Staff, John Kelly, weak and ineffective and born with a very small brain. You called your acting White House Chief of Staff, Mick Mulvaney, a born loser. You called your first Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, dumb as a rock. And your first Defense Secretary, James Mattis, the world's most overrated general. You called your White House Press Secretary, Kayleigh Canadian, milquetoast, and multiple times you've referred to your Transportation Secretary, Elaine Chao, as Mitch McConnell's China-loving wife. So, why did you hire all of them in the first place?
In all seriousness, as we gear up for 2024, there will be many important issues to focus on. Trump's lawyer will not be one, so here's my one and done. She sucks.
She has been waiting for years for an opportunity to have her.
The president specifically asked me, and his gaggle of crackpot lawyers asked me.
Thanks so much for watching. We're only a few subscribers short of 2 million subs. Please subscribe right now to the MeidasTouch YouTube channel for free and help us grow this unapologetically pro-democracy network.